Guys, hello everyone. Crypto Interest is with you. Right now, the daily review of Bitcoin and Ethereum. I tell you how to trade today to get the maximum profit on the market. Short, very helpful video. Let's start with the fact that many, amid the bankruptcy of FTX, forgot that we had elections in the United States and, unfortunately for the markets, the Republicans failed to win. There will be a second stage. We will have, in fact, re-elections in the state of Georgia, so we can see that the situation is not really good for the markets. Now let's move on to Bitcoin. There are a lot of things. I sit in long positions. Now I will comment on everything in order. So, I took a long position here, after which we went lower, and today I increased the volume of the position, averaged it. And literally within an hour after that, we saw the exit above. And what is interesting, our Bitcoin got out of sync with S&P. We have S&P 500 growth all last week, more precisely the end of the week. Bitcoin has not risen, but this morning, we are in the pre-market. In Forex, we see that our S&P gives a slight correction, rolls back a little lower. At the same time, Bitcoin is going up. And so I will now give comments. In general, how do I plan to trade further? Let's move on. Remember, I said in the review that I had a long position in both Bitcoin and Ethereum. I went to bed yesterday and put a stop loss on Ethereum at breakeven, so I woke up in the morning and the position, unfortunately, closed at breakeven. But the position on Bitcoin was not closed. I increased the volume of the position and sit in the long position and will keep it for now. At this point, you should understand that, in essence, this is trading against the stock market. I'll remind you now about S&P, but I'm waiting for a correction there. At the same time, for Bitcoin, I am counting on a potential exit higher. Now I'll show you why. Let's just open the hourly time frame so you can see how the whole thing worked out. You and I went higher and rested. In fact, on this whole liquidity on the hourly time frame, it is perfectly visible. After that, we pushed off from it and went lower, and this liquidity stopped us. And now we are standing above the POC of this liquidity. We are consolidating and potentially we can go higher from here. That's why I'm sitting in long. But, again, you must understand that, in fact, this is trading against the stock market, because we are waiting for a correction there, but at the moment I have decided for myself to trade exclusively on technical analysis. Because if you take into account what is happening in the stock market, at the macro level, this is all the negative food around the cryptocurrency. In general, it is not clear where and how to open positions. Therefore, I will trade exclusively on setups, exclusively on technical analysis. I see a long setup, I go long. I see a short setup, I go short. And this seems to me the most reliable strategy at the moment, so now let's move on to reliable setups. So, I want to start with S&P, because on S&P we came to the range of $4,000 and the maximum distance we can go here is somewhere around $4,050. But, from this voluminous level, one way or another, we must see some kind of reaction with you. The most understandable reaction here, in fact, is the formation of some kind of such a structure. We can hang here, in fact, for a very long period and form a structure for a further hike, for example, higher. Again, if there are any growth drivers. But, an important point. It is not clear how Bitcoin will react to all this. Therefore, for Bitcoin, I will now give very strong levels and tell you how I will trade. Again, I adhere to technical analysis, but still, out of the corner of our eye, we always look at the key indicators of the S&P 500, the dollar index, in order to understand in general where and what kind of reaction can we expect from the levels. Now let's move on to entry points. So, for Bitcoin, look. I'm sitting in long and what do I plan to do here? First, even if the S&P goes down, to be honest, I'm counting on us not updating the LOI. As soon as we arrive here, we will continue to consolidate again. Look, we are now standing, we are clamped, I am waiting for the exit above. How am I going to act on my long position? Firstly, when going higher, I will fix a part here, because here are the volumes that will hold us. Accordingly, if we break through them, then our next target is 19,130, from where I will open short positions with a 99% probability. Why? Because we have a short level on the daily time frame. Look how powerful liquidity is here. One way or another, we will at least see some rebound here, most likely we will even see it in this range. Also, a very important point. If we suddenly go down, then the long level is 13,700. 99.9% that I will open a long position here, if we suddenly go down. Accordingly, the same from above. 19,130 is a very strong short level from where we should see a reaction one way or another. Here is my Bitcoin trading plan. It's also very important. In order for us to pass this level of 19,130, we need some kind of simply fierce positive on the market. For example, now CZ is coming out, Sam appears and they say that Binance is still buying FTX, everything is fine, they are being loaned money and the whole situation is being resolved, all the money will be paid to users. This fierce positive will serve as an incredible growth driver. Until this moment, until there is a strong positive, most likely we will hang out just from these levels inside the trade. Now we drove to the Ethereum, there are a lot of interesting things. Why did I leave a stop loss and my position was closed? Because I went to bed, in case of squeezes down. But, if you did not have a stop loss, you should have had orders here. See how perfect they are. I gave you this level here, in fact, I played it safe, so the Ethereum is now going without me, but here the positions have ideally poured and now we are going higher. On Ethereum, let's also explain. Our next target is here. If we break through it, then we go higher and further, we still have such a small level 1470. Well, a very strong short level on Ethereum is in this range, from where we, one way or another, will see a reaction. Therefore, paired with Bitcoin, I will gain a short position from there. As for long levels, on Ethereum, a few months ago, when I pulled these levels and decided that I would buy Ethereum when I entered them, it seemed like some kind of mysticism. But no, today, this no longer seems unrealistic, and if Bitcoin goes to 13,700, Ethereum will come into this range, where I will buy Ethereum and open long positions. So keep that in mind. That's all guys, that's all you need to know for today to get the maximum profit in the market. And the most important thing for me is your support, so subscribe to the channel right now, be sure to turn on notifications so as not to miss the latest releases, and of course, put the maximum likes, because your likes are food, energy and motivation for me, which makes me shoot every day and keep you updated. I also want to remind you, this video does not force you to buy any cryptocurrency or invest in anything. I am not a financial advisor. Bye everyone.